Let's see what he did with it, shall we? Oh yeah, I'm talking about Mookie. Good afternoon, everyone. Spokane Steve here. It's Friday. It's Memorial Day weekend, which is weird because, you know, May 30th and all that. That's okay. It is what it is. And we've got a ball game today. The third game of a four-game set. Interesting four-game set here. San Francisco at Philadelphia. They'll play the fourth game on Monday. We have one more game on Sunday. After this, then we'll have a stats update. So the San Francisco Philly series in the middle of a stats update. I don't know. I think that's kind of odd scheduling. It is a happy hour game here on a Friday, any which way you want to slice it. My buddy Eric O. thinks the holiday is today. It's actually Monday, and of course in my mind it's still actually May 30th. That just shows you how entrenched in the past I am. So I'm set up, I'm going to get a cup of coffee, and Mookie already ran off with the out marker. Fortunately, I have backups. In the blink of an eye, I mean, you turn your back and he's up here. Hello there, Franklin. We've got Frank's pre-play up here. I meant to mention that. Yeah, 6-5 Giants is what Frank had. McCovey with a homer. Hello, Ben, and hi, Mike. Happy Friday. Happy hour Friday. Could be a tongue twister, right? What else is going on? We've got the starting pitchers. Righty Ron Herbel for the Giants. Righty Ray Culp for the Phillies. Just broke out my new coffee maker. Exact same model I had before. I could tell for a while this one was dying, so I bought one. And today, yeah, the coffee maker finally died. So I'm running water through the new one, getting it. Always good to run water through it the first time, I think. Let's take a closer look at the starting pitchers. Herbel has been magnificent for the Giants. He's 2-3, but a 2.16 ERA, 5 starts, 2 relief appearances. He has 1 complete game. It was a shutout. 33 1/3 innings, 28 hits allowed, 9 walks, 16 strikeouts. For Culp, it's been ugly. 2-4, ERA of 6.47, 5 starts, 1 complete game. Also worked 3 games out of the pen. In 32 innings for Culp, 41 hits, 9 walks, 25 strikeouts. By itself, that doesn't sound terrible, but the long ball has really been the problem for Culp. 11 home runs allowed in 32 innings. That's just not sustainable. And while the card certainly isn't great, 19 homers in 111 innings, he's well ahead of that pace. What else is going on? Not much. The flea people haven't been back. Weather has turned gorgeous. The slider is open. 68, we're headed for a high in the low 70s. Sunny, beautiful day. I was out earlier. Picked up a sandwich from Chick-fil-A. It was pretty good. I think it's overpriced, but it was a good sandwich. Yeah, for those of us still working there, Ben, it is, isn't it? That's why my friend Eric thought today was the holiday, because when he worked Tuesday through Friday. Always had Monday off, so in a case of this kind of a holiday, he would get Friday off since he was off Monday anyway. And if you're going to guess he was a government worker, you would be absolutely correct. Okay, let's go over the lineup for the Giants, and we'll get this one started. Tito Fuentes at second base will be the leadoff man. Len Gabrielson gets the start in left field. Willie Mays, of course, in center. Willie McCovey in the cleanup spot at first base. Jim Ray Hart at third base. Tom Haller will do the catching. Ollie Brown is in right field. Hal Lanier will play short today with Herbal the pitcher hitting ninth. These two teams have split the first two games of the series. Giants trying to get back in the race. Phillies at 28 and 19. That would place them, let's take a look. Third place, 3 games back of the Dodgers, a half a game back of the Pirates. In a tight 3-team race in the National League. The Giants, 21 and 29, they are 11 and a half back. Giants at this point in real life were 32 and 18, so they're 11 games off their real life pace. Really the big disappointment in both leagues, certainly the National League. I can see that, Franklin. I wouldn't bet against you. Culp, we've already discussed his long ball issues. Herbal, despite the good result so far, he gives up some long balls, especially to right-handers. And with that, we're about ready to get underway. Doug Harvey calling the balls and strikes, one of the best umpires ever. The best, if you ask Doug Harvey. Right? Just under 22,600 in the park. And here we go. Hello, Bob Cole. Welcome. Take me out to the ball game indeed. I still am dragging since my trip. I'll tell you what, I guess it's age, isn't it? Taking me a full week to rebound from a week's vacation. My God, man, what would it be like if I was still working? Here's Tito Fuentes to start us off. He's hitting .269, 4 homers, 17 RBIs, switch hitter batting lefty. Culp set now. And here we go on a 2-5 righty. Fuentes tops one to second. Rojas has it, flips to White, and we are underway. On a gorgeous Friday, kicking off Memorial Day weekend, traditionally the first barbecue weekend holiday of the year. Len Gabrielson will be the hitter, off to a slow start, 14 for 71 in part-time play. That's a 197 average, 2 home runs and just 2 RBIs, so obviously 2 solo shots. He does have some pop. Left-handed hitter standing in as Colt comes set and delivers a 3-7. Called strike 3. Harvey rings him up, and there's 2 away. And the batter will be Willie Mays. Mays at .262, 13 homers, 32 RBIs. Both of the latter numbers ranking among the league leaders. Culp gets the sign. The pitch to Mays is a 111 right-handed. It's a ground ball to short. Wine charges it, throws on the run just in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ray Culp. After half an inning of play at San Francisco 0, Philadelphia coming to bat against Ron Herbal. And the lineup for the Phillies is as follows. Cookie Rojas at second base in the leadoff spot. Doug Clemens will be in right, another day off for Callison. Dick Allen is in left field. Bill White, the first baseman, hits cleanup. Tony Gonzalez is in center. Dick Grote down at third. Clay Dalrymple will be the catcher. Bobby Wine is at shortstop, and Culp, the pitcher, hitting last. Hang on one second. I'm going to turn off the heater on that thing. New coffee maker, just finished recycling the heat. Wait, why didn't it go off? I'll have to get used to that. Mookie, you cannot have the second marker, buddy. Whoa. That's how fast he is, I'm telling you. He was after the little orange peg again. He's already lost one around here somewhere. Alrighty. Bottom of the second, Cookie Rojas facing Ron Herbel to start things off. Rojas hitting .240, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. Herbel into the windup. The pitch is a 4-3 right-handed grounder to the pitcher X. Hold your breath on this one. Herbel a 4.34. And here's the result of that play. It's the error range. A 10 on a 34. He makes the play and throws him out. How about that? Nice play, Herbel. 1-3 X. One away, and here's Doug Clemens, the right fielder. Clemens. Where is Clemens? Clemens at 209, just 9 for 43. This is his 20th game. No home runs, 2 RBIs. Herbel into the windup now. It's going to be a 210 right-handed, and he lifts it to right field. Ranging over is Ollie Brown to put it away, and there's 2 down. Both pitchers throwing strikes here in the early going. 2 out, nobody on. Here's Dick Allen. Allen at 390 on the season. 10 home runs, 27 RBIs, all in just 100 at-bats. Herbel's pitch to Dick Allen is a 311 righty, and he bangs a single into right field. 2-out single for Allen. Allen with good speed on the bases. Star 15. Let's check the Giants' battery. We find Herbel with a +1 hold. And Heller a 0 arm. So, Mookie. Sorry, Mookie distracted me. 16 held at 14 with 2 down and Bill White at the plate. Allen's going to roll for the lead. 2 through 5, 11 or 12. 7, he does not get it. And here's Herbel's next pitch to White. It's going to be a 3-4 right-handed. Grounder to second, routine for Fuentes. He flips it to McCovey, and that will do it. I forgot to give you White's stats. I'll go ahead and do that now. White, of course, worth mentioning, hitting .263, 10 homers, and his 44 RBIs, ranking among the league leaders. He grounded out to second here, and after an inning, we are scoreless. That's Mookie's philosophy, Franklin, definitely. And why shouldn't it be? He's a cat. Culp takes the mound for the second. McCovey, Hart, and Heller due up. Frank is here. I was going to ask that. Nice, Frank. Giants 3-0 for you. Yeah, they're definitely underachieving for me. Hello, Dan Port. Nice. Okay, second inning. Here's McCovey. Willie hitting .257, 9 homers, 19 RBIs. Culp into the windup. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 2-9 right-handed. Called strike 3. Second strikeout for Culp, and the batter will be Jim Ray Hart. Hart at .296, the leading hitter on the team, believe it or not. Davenport at .303, but in just 99 at-bats. A dozen homers for Hart, 30 RBIs. The pitch from Culp is a 1-8 righty. A little comebacker. Culp knocks it down, picks it up, and tosses it to White. That'll bring up the catcher, Tom Haller. Haller struggling to start the year. He's hitting just 184 so far. 4 homers, 10 RBIs. So if you're looking for reasons why the Giants are underachieving, I suppose one guy you would point to would be Haller. A pretty good card. So far hasn't produced. Culp's pitch to Haller is a 4-9 left-handed. That's struck well to right field. That's way back there. Clemens turns around and watches it fly. Home run, Haller. Oh my, he must have heard me down there. 4-9. He's got the power, no doubt about it. And Tom Haller has just hit his, what did I say, 5th home run of the season. Giants jump out to a 1-0 lead. Giants really need Haller to get going. Giants batting .226 as a team with 49 home runs. Phillies .267 as a team with 43 home runs. So San Francisco has flexed their muscles home run-wise. But they just haven't been putting enough guys on base. Hello there, Gerald. Welcome. 2 away, nobody on. Ollie Brown will be the hitter. 190 average for Ollie. No home runs, just 4 RBIs. I was expecting more out of Ollie Brown, but actually looking at the real life numbers, it wasn't really a very good year for Ollie. You've got to play him though, right? 2 -4 E7 and right. Culp's pitch to Brown. 2-9 right. He struck him out. When Brown strikes out to end the inning, the Giants settle for a run on the Tom Haller home run, and they lead it 1-0. Isn't it, Frank? I mean, it's good against righties, but it's absolutely terrifying against left-handers. In the all-time great set on Strat-O-Matic, which has like 6,000 cards, one of the top 5 cards against left-handers in the entire history of Strat-O-Matic, or of all the cards they've made. It's that good. I knew that was coming, Franklin. That's 1 so far. Yes, indeed. More to follow, I would expect. Tony Gonzalez will lead off the bottom of the second for the Phillies. Gonzalez at .314 on the year. 1 homer, 11 RBIs. Left-handed hitting outfielder. Herbal into the windup. It's going to be a 6-5 lefty. Grounder to shortstop X. That's a tough chance for Lanier. A 3E42. Lanier into the hole on the E range. It's a 10 on a 42. He makes a nice stop to his feet and throws him out. Oh my, what a play by Hal Lanier. Been thinking about the Giants a bit lately. Another reason, if you're looking for reasons they've underachieved, let's start with the fielding. Dick Grote will be the hitter with 1 out. Dick Grote at .212, 1 homer, 13 RBIs. Herbal into the windup. Pitch to Grote is a 6-3 right-hander. It's a fly ball to right field X. Brown on the run. 2E7. We were just talking about him, and he makes it look easy as he runs that one down in the gap. 2 away, and here's Dalrymple, left-handed hitting catcher. Comes into the game at .270, 2 homers, 11 RBIs. Herbal's pitch to Dalrymple is a 2-8 right-handed, and he loses in ball 4. Feel like I've got a frog in my throat. Where is my water? Here's the shortstop, Bobby Wine. Wine hitting .308, just 16 for 52, no home runs. I believe it was Grote Grote was playing shortstop for most of the early part of the season. Wine taking over the job fairly recently. This is his 21st game, although some of those games he came in for defensive purposes. 16 for 52, standing in from the right side as Herbal delivers from the stretch on a 3-6. Hard smash to third. Hart has it and throws down to second for the fourth. That'll do it for the Phillies in the second. No runs, no hits, a man left. After 2 innings of play, it's 1-0 San Francisco. I'm going to grab my water. Yes, indeed. That should help, I think. Maybe, maybe not. The game must go on. I'm enjoying some of that fine Coastal Peaks coffee. Okay, 3rd inning we go. Hal Lanier will start it off. God, I can't find my voice today. No kidding, Dan. Hello, Perry. Happy Friday. Yeah, Gerald. Well, Franklin predicted that from the outset. I concurred. Well, Frank, I do have some thoughts. The 6 does have the end power, but if you look at the card, there's not a lot of on base there. I actually think the 4 and 5 pitcher hitting cards overall are better. Heck, the 3 would be close, looking at it now. Okay, anyway, to the 3rd inning. Here's Lanier. Lanier hitting just .195, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Culp into the windup. That's going to be a 3-8 right-handed. He grounds it to short. Bobby Wine there. Throws him out, and there's 1 down. I apologize, guys. I got a frog in my throat today. I can't get it out. All right, here's the pitcher, Ron Herbal. He is a 1R. Culp pitches a 1-6, and he strikes him out. 4th strikeout for Culp. And the batter will be the leadoff man, Tito Fuentes. Fuentes bounced to his opposite number in the 1st. Culp's pitch to the left-hander is a 4-9 lefty, and that is hit high and deep to right field. Back is Clemens at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Tito Fuentes. And Fuentes joins the home run parade with his 5th of the season. Let's take another look at it. 4-9 lefty. He has the power. And the Giants lead it 2-0. 2 solo blasts, one by Haller and one now by Tito Fuentes. That'll bring up the left fielder, Len Gabrielson. Culp gets the sign. The pitch is a 3-6 righty. He taps it to short. Wine will take it, and that'll do it. Giants add on a run on the Fuentes homer, and they take a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the third. Oh, Dan, you are in top form today, my friend. Keep it up. Here's Herbal now. Culp will lead off the bottom of the third. He's a 1-week right-hander. Pitches a 4-9 righty. That's going to be banged into left center. Trying to cut it off there is Gabrielson. Double to 9, and he's going to be in there with a double. How about that? So Culp having a day here. Leads it off with a 2-base hit. That'll bring up Cookie Rojas. Cookie 0 for 1. Herbal a glance at second. Now he comes in there with a 6-9 right-handed. That's going to get a run in. Triple to 2, 2-star single, anything else. And that's going to be a 2-star single. Driving in the pitcher, Culp. And it's a 2-1 ball game. Rojas, no threat to steal. He's standing on first with nobody out, and Doug Clemens the hitter. Herbal gets the sign. Now from the stretch, it's going to be a 6-7 left-handed. Grounder second X. This could be 2. Tito, a 3E37 there. Play is on a 6. He makes the play. He goes to Lanier for 1. Back to first. Double play. Nice play, Tito Fuentes. 4-6-3X. Rojas is erased. And with 2 out and nobody on, Dick Allen will come to bat. That's pretty much the way Herbal wants to face him, with nobody on. Yeah, just look at that card for a minute. You're not kidding, Frank. Herbal into the windup. On a 110 lefty, a 110 righty, it's hit high and deep to left field. Gabrielson starts back and just watches it fly. Dick Allen has just gone yard. For Allen, his 11th home run of the season. And that ties the ball game. And how big is that double play now? Home run fest, as predicted by many. And here's Bill White with 2 down and nobody on. Herbal into the windup. It's a 1-8 right-handed. Struck him out. Called strike 3. First K for Herbal, and that will end the inning. For the Phillies, 2 runs, 3 hits, nobody left. And we are all knotted up at 2 after 3 innings of play. Hello, Rick. Welcome. Yeah, who did? I had to look twice to see that he had 5 home runs. Okay, we're all knotted up at 2 as we move to the 4th. Heart of the order for the Giants. Willie Mays will start it off. Culp gets the sign from Dalrymple. Here's the pitch to Mays. It's a 4-6 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. It's 5 Ks for Culp. My, what has gotten into Culp today? Culp came into the game. Well, he had 25 strikeouts in 32 innings. That's pretty good. The long ball has been Culp's problem, and today is no exception. He's already given up 2 home runs. That makes 13 home runs Culp has surrendered now on the season in just 35 innings of work. And here's McCovey. McCovey struck out in the second. Culp into the windup. It's a 1-6. That is just crushed to dead center field. Gonzalez going back, and gone. McCovey to the deepest part of the ballpark, and the Giants retake the lead. Oh my, that ball was absolutely crushed off of Culp. And for McCovey, that's his 10th home run of the season. Should be no surprise looking at Culp's numbers coming into the game against this power-laden San Francisco lineup. That figures, Perry. I don't remember Tito as a home run hitter. 9, his career high in this season. Jim Ray Hart will be the hitter now. He's 0 for 1. Culp getting his sign. Comes in with a 2-4 righty. Hart lifts one to right field. Backing up a bit is Clemens, but he's got room, and he'll take it for the second out. Here's Haller, who homered his first time up. Didn't you, though, Ben? Well, I think we were all waiting for it. The pitch to Haller is a 3-7 righty. Hard smash to second, backhanded by Rojas. Throws to White, and that will do it. But the Giants retake the lead on a mammoth home run by Willie McCovey. And it's now 3-2 Giants. Culp 6 for endurance, Herbal just 5. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Man, I should have eschewed the coffee today and gone with tea and honey and lemon, huh? That's true, Franklin. Connie Mack was also... Wait, I always get confused on this one. It went by another name, didn't it? Was it Scheib? Somebody will chime in with that one. Okay, bottom of the 4th. Herbal pitching to Tony Gonzalez. That's going to be a 5-8 left-handed. That is a grounder towards first, single to 8, and that will be fielded there by McCovey, who feeds Herbal covering, and he is retired. Thank you, Ben. It was shy. Franklin as well. Everybody's on that. Like a pit bull on a poodle. Here's Dick Grote 0 for 1. Herbal, the 5'10 right-handed. That's catcher's card. That's going to be Heller. Heller, a 3E4. Here's the play on a 10. That's the E range. It's 12 on an E4. That could be trouble, and it is. Heller picks it up and drops it. That's going to be an error. So Grote reaches on the catcher's error. No threat to run. And here's Dalrymple. Dalrymple walked in the second. Herbal checks the runner. Now from the stretch, comes in there with a 3-7 righty. It's a liner towards second. Fuentes makes the catch. Throw to first, back to the bag is Grote. Single on a 1 only there. He rolled the 11. And with 2 down, Bobby Wine will be the hitter. Hello there, Ron McGrath. I'll tell you what, I am going to refill my coffee after this inning. At least it's hot. Herbal's pitch to line is a 6-7 right-handed grounder, second base X. Fuentes again, 337. Here's the play on an 8. It's the E range, a 9 on an E37, and he can't make the play. That's going to be an error on Fuentes. 2 errors in the inning. To second goes Grote. First and second, 2 down, and Culp the batter. Herbal's pitch to Culp is a 2-6, struck him out. And that will do it. Herbal pitches around the 2 errors. The Phillies leave a pair, and after 4 innings, it is 3-2 Giants. I'm laughing at Mookie, who's up here grooming himself on the TV tray. He's forced me to move my discards to the top of the treadmill. Well, that's okay. Well, I like him close by, as long as he's not trying to interfere with the game. Yeah, I tell you what, Franklin, I wouldn't know that. I would not know that, except for the fact that in the ATG League, you have different ballparks you can use as well. And one of the 40s, I want to say it's 1941 Shibe, has a National and American League version. So apparently, and I'm just assuming here, I didn't look it up, apparently both of the Philadelphia teams shared the ballpark in the early 40s. We're moving along to the 5th now in a 3-2 contest. Bottom third of the order for San Francisco. Ollie Brown will start it off. Ollie struck out in the second. Culp into the windup. That's a 3-5. Struck him out. It's homer or strikeout for Culp today. That's now 3, 4. That's 6 strikeouts for Culp, and he's given up 3 home runs. Here's Lanier 0 for 1. Culp's pitch on a 3-9. He pops him up left side. Wine will take it. And there's 2 quick outs for Culp here in the 5th. Herbal will be the hitter now. Culp's pitch is a 4-8 righty. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. How about that? 1, 2, 3 go the Giants in the 5th. That's noteworthy now. That's 3, 4. What did I say it was for 5, 6, 7 strikeouts in 5 innings for Ray Culp. I have to be honest, coming into this game, I didn't even expect Culp to go 5 innings. Oh my God, Frank. Well, if that won't ruin your appetite. Bottom of the 5th we go. Top of the order for the Phillies. Cookie Rojas is 1 for 2. Herbal gets the sign from Haller. On a 2-6 righty, he lines one into left field for a leadoff single. That's the second hit of the day for Cookie. And that'll bring up Clemens. Dick Allen looming on deck. Herbal working out of the stretch now. Pitch to Clemens is a 6-3 left-handed. It's a fly to right field X. That's Brown. 2-E7. Brown racing to the gap. On E17, he makes a fine running catch for the out. And Rojas retreats to first. And here's Allen now, singled and homered so far. Always dangerous. Rojas taking his lead. Herbal from the stretch. It's a 6-4 righty. Grounder to short X. This could be two. Lanier 3E42. Here's the play. On an 18, he's got it. He goes to Fuentes for one. On to McCovey, double play. Nicely turned. 6-4-3X, side retired. So Herbal able to get 2 outs out of Dick Allen. Mookie, you cannot have that, okay? You could stay there. Is that how they ended up sharing the same park because of the fire? I'm laughing at Rick's comment. Taco hell, as we used to call it back in my younger day. He's right here on my lap now. He's ready to pounce. Okay, no. You got to go down if you're going to do that. Yeah, he seems to be fine now. He's over by the screen now. Usually when I have the slider open, he's fairly well fascinated with the outside. But he's certainly been obsessed with the game lately, more than usual. As we go to the 6th inning here, it'll be the first endurance inning for Ray Culp. Is that a fact, Ben? That comes as a surprise. Given how greasy it is. I'll admit, I still hit that up once in a while. Not that often, though. Yes, you did, Franklin. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. He said, hell, I rolled a 12 yesterday. Let me see what I can do today. The personal trainer at the gym told me that Panda Express and Chipotle are about the 2 best. But he did say with Panda, avoid the chow mein and the fried rice. Go with the white rice and the greens. Due to the oil they use. And I'm fine with that. Either rice is cool with me. Frank, you're taking after me now with the triples, buddy. Okay, 6th inning, top of the order. Fuentes with a home run already today. Culp in his first endurance inning comes in there with a 5-7 left-handed, and he walks him. And that's going to get some action going in the Phillies' pen. Let's see who we're going to get up. Ray Herbert will get up for sure. And Bob Buell, 2 right-handers. A little early for Knowles. Fuentes with the leadoff walk. That'll bring up Gabrielson. Len 0 for 2 today. Never had that one. Culp from the stretch now. A pitch to Gabrielson on a 4-8 lefty. He walks him. Now back-to-back walks here by Culp. One more hit or walk will fatigue him. And the heart of the San Francisco lineup coming to bat. Willie Mays steps to the plate with McCovey on deck. This very well could be Culp's last batter either way. Runners take modest leads as Culp comes set. The pitch to Willie Mays is going to be a 5-10 right-handed, and he walks him to load him up. Oh my, that'll fatigue Culp as he walks 3 in a row to start off the 6th to load the bases. He only allowed 3 hits, but they were all home runs. 3 runs so far, 3 Giants out there on the bases, his responsibility. Those were the only 3 walks he allowed, and of course we already know he struck out 7. They're going to go to Ray Herbert, a backwards righty. So Herbert, the unenviable task of coming into the game with the bases loaded to face Willie McCovey. Man, I wish we had Firehouse. You guys were making me hungry for sandwiches. The best we have is Jersey Mike's, which I would say are okay. Letting the tension build here as Herbert takes his warm-up tosses. Herbert on the season, a 1.31 ERA in a dozen appearances. He had 1 start, 21 innings of work. Facing McCovey with the bases loaded and nobody out. Herbert ready to work now. Full windup. The pitch to Willie, 3-8. Struck him out right in the middle of all those walks. Big strikeout there for Herbert. Not out of the woods by any means, as Jim Ray Hart will come to bat, Tom Heller to follow. Herbert gets the side. The pitch to Hart is a 5-8 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop. That's going to be 2. It's Wine to Rojas to White, and can you believe it? Herbert comes on and stifles the rally. The Giants with the bases loaded and nobody out, and they fail to score. Pretty much a microcosm of how their season has gone so far. So we can close the book on Culp. He was lucky to get away with that line. Hello, Robert, and hello, Gonzalo. If that's what you said in the email, Frank, that's probably true. That Stargell guy was pretty good. Or is he a Wilver? Robert, obviously for the Phillies here, by the definite point of exclamation. He was a fine chocolatier. Everybody seems to be in a splendid mood, and why not on a beautiful Friday, a holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend, signaling that summer is just around the corner. Score is still 3-2. We go to the bottom of the sixth. It'll be White, Gonzalez, and Grote for the Phillies. Herbal in his second endurance inning goes into the windup. The pitch to White is a 6'9" left-handed. That's going to be a hard hit into right field. Double to 15. He's got the 2 bases. A leadoff double for Bill White. And the tying run is in scoring position with nobody out. That's going to get him busy in the San Francisco pen. Frank Lindsay, the right-hander. Joe Gibbon from the left side begins to loosen. You might notice here on the subs in the real-life game, I have the hitters, and then for both teams under pitchers, I just put E, which is short for everyone. And all you got to do is look at the real-life box score to see what I mean. Here's Tony Gonzalez. Taking his lead is White. Herbal the pitch to Gonzalez. That's a 5'9" left-handed. That ball is well struck to right field. Going back is Brown at the track, at the wall, off the wall. Cruising into second is Gonzalez. White scores, and it is all tied again. Back-to-back doubles to start off the sixth. Take another look at that one. 5-9-10. He rolled the 14. And it's a double for Tony Gonzalez. And now it's Herbal who's on the ropes, as Dick Grote steps in. And out to the mound goes Haller. Looking at some notes here. He is going to face Grote. Here's the pitch now to Grote. It's a 3-6 righty. Grounded to short. Lanier has it, looks the runner back, and throws him out. That's the first out. Tough decision here. With the left-handed Dalrymple up, I'm thinking of pulling Herbal right now, and you know what? That's what I'm going to do. No real good double switch possibility. But they are going to bring in the left-handed Gibbon. So Herbal's day ends at 5 1/3. He gave up, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. 3 runs so far. Walked just 1. Struck out a pair. And as Gibbon gets loose, let's take a look at his numbers on the year. Gibbon's been in 15 games, 2 starts. He's 2-1 with a 4.57. He has 1 save. You know, I must have been thinking that, Frank, when I went to Chick-fil-A. I ordered that new barbecue bacon sandwich. The spicy one, of course. It was good. Is that where you're going to plop down now? Really? Okay, come over here. All right, Gibbon ready to go to work against Dalrymple here. Runner at second, one down. Pitch to Clay is a 3-11, and he hits him. Holy crap. Here's the roll. He'll take his base. Gibbon hits the first batter he faces. And the Phillies threatening in the bottom of the sixth at a tie ball game. First and second, one away, and the hitter is Bobby Wine. Cat on the field. I wasn't going to have a game tomorrow, Frank. Well, I guess I wouldn't completely rule it out, but no, probably not. I've got to take either Saturday or Sunday off. It doesn't really matter which one to me, I guess. Here's Bobby Wine now, swinging a hot bat. Gibbon, the left-hander, comes in with a 5-10 righty. Shallow fly to center. On comes Willie Mays and makes the basket catch for out number 2. And the Phillies will send up a pinch hitter now for Herbert. Left, right switch. They're going to go with Buell, who is already loosening. First and second, 2 down, facing the left-handed Gibbon. Likely to be this guy. It could be Brandt. It will be. It'll be Jackie Brandt pinch hitting. Brandt, coincidentally, pinch hit in this game in real life. You know, you're probably right, Ben. No, I'm not ill. I've just been dragging ever since the trip. I'm laughing at Frank. He put the horns to them, as you like to say, Frank. Here's Jackie Brandt. Brandt on the season. Where is Brandt? Brandt's hitting .302 in 86 at-bats. No homers, 14 RBIs. Gibbon gets the sign. The pitch to Brandt is a 5-9 righty. He lifts it into right field. It's going to be a can of corn for Ollie Brown, and the side is retired. But not before the Phillies tie it up. A run on 2 hits. They leave a pair. And after 6, it's all knotted up. 3-3. We're needing a new pitcher for the Phillies. That's going to be Buell. Yeah. Buell, the righty, split time between starting and relief. 4 starts, 4 relief appearances, 3-1 with a 3.38. And he'll be looking at Haller, Brown, and Lanier. Haller 1 for 2 with a home run. And here he comes. Come on. Buell into the windup. Pitch to Haller's a 4-12 lefty. It's a grounder, first base X. That's the Gold Glover white. 1E10 on a 19. He makes the play. Feeds Buell covering, and there's one down. 3-1X. And the batter is Ollie Brown. Brown struck out twice against Culp. Here's the pitch from Buell. It's a 3-8 right-handed grounder down to third. Grote will take it. Over to first, 2 down. And here's Hal Lanier with 2 outs. Grounder to short, pop to short. Buell's pitch to Lanier is a 6-6 right-handed. He lifts one to center field. Gonzalez is right there in his tracks. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Bob Buell. As we stretch, it's a 3-3 ball game. Fantastic game so far. 4 home runs, 3 for the Giants. To take us into the holiday weekend here. Gibbon will start the inning. Frank Lindsay's still throwing, and he's joined down there by Lindy McDaniel. As we stretch for the 7th, let's fire up the Mookie cam. We've already seen his pause. Let's see where he went. There he is. What's up, Mookie? Are you trying to find that other orange peg you stole? And now, here's something we hope you really enjoy. Right, Rocky and Bullwinkle? Yeah, he has disabled that laptop before. Let's go around. There's my mess. Okay, the new, you can see they're the same, right? There's the old broken down piece of crap and the new one. It's the same model. I like that model. I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I had that one for many, many years. Anything that lasts that long has my seal of approval. Meow. Yeah? Tell us all about it. What's out there? Did you get a flea? Let's take a look at that. You can see it's beautiful blue skies today in Spokane. That's right. Get them on you and kill them. I thought about getting one of those, oh hell, Ben, you made me think of a different one. The one my sister has. It does everything. It's a coffee maker, a pod maker. I think it's Ninja. Does that sound right? Never heard of Crockett. It might be an East Coast thing. Yeah, it is Ninja, isn't it, Franklin? I've used theirs before when I'm at their house. I like it. But I already have a pod thing, so I don't really need that. Gibbon will start the 7th, but you already know he's not going to face Dick Allen. I'm going to have to look that up, Frank. I've never heard of it, but again, I'm guessing there's a lot of things you guys have back east that we don't have out here in the West. In fact, I'm going to make a note of that. Bear with me, because I'll forget. Ben will attest to that. You didn't get enough camera time? Huh? Come here. Oh boy, dice. Rojas, Clemens, and Allen in a tie game in the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, they are, Frank. I use those only in rare situations. When I've already had a whole pod and just need that one more cup. I've never seen black silk either. You guys need to start sending some of this stuff our way. Okay, Cookie 2 for 3 will start it off. The top of the order for the Phillies, facing lefty Joe Gibbon. Gibbon into the windup on a 1-9 left-handed. Rojas tops one to short. Lanier has it, throws him out, and there's one away. Lindsay getting ready now for Dick Allen. Tie game. Should Clemens bat? They already used Brant, so I wasn't thinking ahead very well there. Looks like Clemens is going to have to hit. Blame the manager for that one. 3-3 lefty, and he bangs a base hit into center. And here comes Herman Franks, and that's it for Gibbon. With the runner at first and Dick Allen coming to bat, he's going to go to Frank Lindsay here. Let's tidy this up a little bit. Herbal 3 runs. Gibbon 1 inning. 1 hit. He hit a batter. He didn't walk anybody. Did not strike out anybody. And as the regulars know, Lindsay's been underused so far anyway. Lindsay's been the ace. He's only worked 12 innings, but he's 0-1 with 8 saves and a 0.77 ERA so far. I just saw it at 377, I believe. It was 475 when I was down in Morro Bay. That's just last week. California, though, always the highest, or at least one of the highest. Okay, here we go. Big moment in this game, in a tie game. Runner at first, 1 out, and Dick Allen at the plate. Frank Lindsay is on. From the stretch, it's a 1-7 righty, and he bangs a base hit into left field, double to 3. And it's going to be a long single with Clemens taking third, and the Phillies are in business here in the bottom of the 7th. Lindsay with a -2 hold. So Allen a 13 not held. Bill White at the plate. Giants will not hold him. Instead, they will bring the infield in here. So Allen can go at 13 if he wants to. But with their RBI leader at the plate, he won't try it. He's staying pretty close to the bag. Frank Lindsay would love to get a ground ball here as he comes set. Delivers a 5-6. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Oh my, a huge strikeout by Frank Lindsay. White, of course, with 44 RBIs on the season, strikes out here, and it's up to Tony Gonzalez. Lindsay checks the runners. Comes to the plate, 4-8 lefty. Gonzalez hits it high and deep to right field. That's going to be over Brown's head for a double. Clemens will score. Rounding is Allen. 15, 17. Brown with a -4 gun, 13. They're sending him. The throw to the plate. He scores. On the 5, Gonzalez moves into third base with a 2-run double. Huge hit by Tony Gonzalez, and it's 5-3 Phillies. Lindsay now pitching to Grote. The pitch is a 1-6, grounder to short. Lanier has it, throws to McCovey, and that'll do it, but not before the Phillies take the lead with a 2-run 7th. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. 7 in the books, it's 5-3 Phillies. Huge hit by Tony Gonzalez, his second double of the afternoon. Yeah, the Phillies are going to make some moves. Daryl Knowles will come on. And he'll go into the 7 spot that made the last out. Allen will move to third base. So we need an outfielder in the 9 spot. And that'll be Callison. Actually, Callison will go to right. And Clemens will slide over to left. So the Phillies tighten up their defense and bring in the stopper, Daryl Knowles. Knowles 4-1 with 4 saves and a 1.16 ERA in 19 appearances. And the Giants will start off the 8th with a pinch hitter for Lindsay. That, I blew that one too. That should have been a double switch. So a run for Gibbon, a run for Lindsay, 2 hits. Lindy McDaniel will be the next man in. And against the left-hander, it could be Cap. That seems as good a choice as any. Cap Peterson comes off the bench to bat for the pitcher. Eighth inning, 5-3 Phillies. Knowles facing Peterson. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6-5 right-handed. That is hit high and deep to left. That's over Clemens' head. That's a triple and a 5. And that's going to be a triple for Cap Peterson. How about that? Peterson comes off the bench and opens the 8th inning with a triple. Slow runner, but he's at third, so that's good enough. Here's Tito, homered and walked, 1 for 2. Here's a good one. I'd like to get everybody's opinion on this. I'll throw it out there. Would you pull the infield in leading by 2? Usually I don't. What do you guys do in this situation? I'll give you a minute to answer that. I'm going to get some more coffee. And there's my cat. Looks like 2 so far in agreement with me. Now, if it was a 1-run lead, it'd be automatic, right? Infield will be back. Just wonder what you guys do in that situation. So far, 3 for 3. Yeah, try to avoid the big inning. That run not critical. That's my thinking as well. Fuentes will turn around and hit right-handed against Darryl Knowles. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch on a 5-10 righty. A grounder to third base X. Tough chance for Dick Allen, who's there now. 3E16, and here's the play. On a 6, it's the E range. A 4 on a 16, and it's going to be an error on Allen, and the run scores. First Philly error of the game. Peterson scores. That makes it 5-4. And it's probably not going to be Gabrielson. Jesus Alou has grabbed a bat. He'll take over for Len Gabrielson. A lot of players being used in this one. Alou can remain in the game in left, providing a significant defensive upgrade on Gabrielson as well. He's a 15 runner. Mookie's right here on top of the fielding chart. That's always, Larry, that's a thought. That's always tough with a slow runner. Another thing is, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to play for one when I need two. Okay, here's Alou. We haven't seen Alou in a while. Not sure why, but he's hitting just .212 on the year. No home runs. Knowles from the stretch. That's a 111 lefty. Foul ball left side. Allen over by the railing to make the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. Here comes Mays, McCovey to follow. Darryl Knowles facing Willie Mays. In a one-run ball game, runner at first, one away. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-7 right hand. Mays rips it into left center. Double to 5. He's got the double. Holding up at third is Fuentes. And the Giants rallying in the 8th. 5-7 double 2 stars. So Fuentes has to hold at third. Second and third, one away, and here's McCovey. On deck, Jim Ray Hart. The heart of the Giants order. Sorry, couldn't resist. McCovey with a home run in this game, also struck out twice. Infield now will be in. Knowles shakes one off, now nodding. The pitch to Willie McCovey's a 2-6, struck him out. Called strike 3. McCovey does not like it. And for Willie McCovey, it's the hat trick. One more chance here in the 8th. It's Jim Ray Hart. Hart 0 for 3 today. Infield moves back. Knowles into the windup. The pitch is a 2-10, and he walks him to load him up. Oh my. What drama. What a game. Man, you can't script this stuff. With the bases loaded and 2 down, the Giants trail by a run, and Tom Haller will come to bat. Haller already has a home run in this game. Facing a left-hander here. Knowles taking his time now. Checks the runners. The windup. The pitch to Haller on a 6-8. He walks him and forces in the tying run. Can you believe it? The normally dependable Knowles has just walked in the tying run. Give Haller an RBI. That'll be an unearned run. The inning should be over. That will get Ollie Brown to the plate in what is now a tie ball game here in the 8th inning. Oh my goodness. Strat-O-Matic. What else can I say? Out to the mound goes Dalrymple. The Phillies are staying with their ace. Ollie Brown 0 for 3, struck out twice. Okay, back behind the plate is Clay Dalrymple. Flashes some signs. Knowles with a 6-2. Fly to left field X. That is now Clemens in left. A 3-6. Clemens racing to the gap. It is a 1. And that's going to be a bases clearing double. Oh my goodness. That would have been a tough play for anybody. But you have to say that Clemens misplayed that one. Mays scores, Hart scores, Haller comes all the way around to score. 3 RBIs for Ollie Downtown Brown. 5 runs in the inning, and the Giants lead it 8-5. And the crowd is stunned. You called it, Frank. The Giants will bat around as Lanier comes to the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. The pitch is a 2-4 lefty. Grounder to short, playable for Wine. That'll do it. But the Giants bat around and plate 5. 5 runs on just 3 hits, 2 walks and an error. So to reconstruct this, we had a triple. That should have been the second out. So 4 of the runs unearned. Small consolation to Knowles. Alou stays in the game in left field. Eight to 5, bottom of the 8th. And we'll need a new pitcher for the Giants. Left, right, and left. Left, right, left. It's still going to be McDaniel. That's their best option. A classic from Eric Orlowski. Knowles is blowing it. Well, if you weren't here when he came in, Eric, on the year, he came into this game 4-1, 4 saves, and a 1.16 ERA. 31 innings of work, just 15 hits allowed. But he got his ticket punched today. Yeah, a 3-star double. You don't see that very often. Okay. Some of the crowd, disgusted, is headed for the exits. Most still staying. Nice, Franklin. This game has more twists than a Philly pretzel. God, I love that. That's brilliant. Okay, McDaniel on now trying to preserve the lead. It'll be Dalrymple, Wine, and Callison who came in when all the switches were made, when Knowles came in. Okay, Dalrymple, 0 for 1. He walked and then was hit by a pitch his last time up. Lindy McDaniel on the season. It's been rough for McDaniel. He's 0-4 with a 5.6 ERA, despite a good card. 19 appearances, 27 1/3 innings. The pitch to Dalrymple. That's going to be a 5-11 lefty. It's grounded to first base edge. Tough chance for McCovey, a 325. Here's the play. That's going to be a 14 E-range. An 8 on a 25, you guessed it. It's off of McCovey's glove for an error. The 4th error of this game. 3rd by the Giants. Oh yeah, it's not over. Here comes Bobby Wine. Bobby 0 for 3 today. I'm thinking perhaps they should find a better hitter than Wine. They don't really have another shortstop, though. It's going to have to be Wine. Wine, not the greatest card in the world, but he did come into the game batting .308. McDaniel's pitch to Bobby's a 2-2. Grounder to short, that's going to be 2. It's Lanier to Fuentes to McCovey, double play. Boy, that takes the wind out of the crowd. And here's Johnny Callison with his first at bat of the day. McDaniel gets the sign from Haller. It's going to be a 3-11 righty. He bangs a base hit into center. That'll get Rojas to the plate. Cookie Rojas, 2 for 4. McDaniel checks the runner. Now comes in from the stretch on a 5-10 righty. It's a grounder to third base X. That's a tough chance for Hart. Hart, a 4E30. Here's the play. Could we have another error? No, but it's going to be a double down the line. Hart should have had that. But that's going to be a double with Callison stopping at third. Cookie Rojas with his third hit of the afternoon. And now the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Doug Clemens. Holy cow, what a game. On deck is Dick Allen. Some of the Philly fans with their eyes closed, probably praying that Dick Allen comes to the plate this inning. Or maybe they just can't bear to watch. Clemens 1 for 4, 2 down, 2 runners in scoring position. McDaniel into the windup. It's a 2-9 right-handed. He struck him out. Oh my. Talk about drama. The Phillies strand a pair. That double play was huge. And we go to the 9th inning, 8-5 Giants. McDaniel's pretty much going to have to bat. Giant pin is getting down there. He is a 1 right-hander. Knowles will come out for another inning. Right-hander Larry Jackson tossing in the pen. Okay, here's McDaniel. The pitch from Knowles on a 5-7 right-handed, and that's going to be a single, double to 5, and he's got himself a double. Oh my goodness, it's a double. By McDaniel. And here comes Gene Mauch. He's seen enough. He's going to go to Jackson. Knowles just doesn't have it today. He gives up a double to the pitcher. Switch hitter Fuentes, and then 2 right-handers to follow. They're going to go to Larry Jackson. Mauch apparently feels he can get 3 in the bottom of the 9th, and who can blame him? Knowles was a gas can today, 1+, 4 hits, 5 runs, only 1 earned. That error by Dick Allen, as someone already mentioned, was huge. 2 walks, no strikeouts. This is just the second relief appearance of the season for Larry Jackson, who's made 7 starts. He's 2-0 with a 4.31. Facing Tito Fuentes, with a runner at second and nobody out. Fuentes will turn around and again and hit left-handed. The pitch from Jackson is a 5-11. It's a fly to right field X. That's Callison now in right. Callison is a 2E3. As he races towards the line, it's a 7 on an E3, and he makes a fine running catch for the out. So 9X, 1 down, and here's Jesus Alou for his second appearance of the day. Jackson set. Here's the pitch to Jesus on a 3-5. Hard smash to short. Wine to Rojas. 2 White, double play. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Phillies need 3 runs, that is. Giants need 3 outs. No shit, Frank. It's pretty much McDaniel. Bob Shaw and Bob Pretty are available. Probably be Pretty if anybody. McDaniel is their best option. The heart of the order, Allen, White, and Gonzalez. What do you mean, Larry? Was that a mistake? Oh, it was, wasn't it? Hang on, double. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sorry, guys. My apologies. I had my base running peg in the wrong spot there. Okay, so that's just a 6-3 runner holds. And Willie Mays will come to bat. Runner at second, 2 down. Thinking of putting him on. McCovey's on deck. Jackson's pitch to Willie is a 1-7 fly to center. That's playable for Gonzalez. And now the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the helping hand there. All right. Phillies need 3 runs. Giants need 3 outs. Allen, White, and Gonzalez. Dick Allen, 3 for 4 today, including a home run. Lenny McDaniel, the sign from Haller. Here's the windup and the pitch to Allen on a 2-9. Struck him out. Called strike 3 as Doug Harvey rings him up. Definitely not. Here's White, 1 for 4. McDaniel into the windup. That's going to be a 4-6 lefty. It's a fly to right. That's playable for Brown. He makes the catch, and the Phillies down to their last out. It's Tony Gonzalez, 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles. McDaniel getting the sign. 3-3 righty. He struck him out, and that's the ball game. 1-2-3 go the Phillies in the 9th. 8-5 the final, and I'll be back with the totals in just one moment. As someone pointed out, a sloppy defensive game, but it was a fun one. Losing pitcher is Knowles. He is 4-2 now. So who got the win? Who was pitching in the 7th? Lindsay. So Lindsay vultures the win. McDaniel with the save. For Frank Lindsay, that squares his record at 1-1. Lindy McDaniel's first save of the season. Hello to Biff Bouse. Is that right? Am I saying it right? Oh, you missed a hell of a game, Biff. McDaniel in his 2 innings allowed 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. McDaniel finally pitches up to his card. Giants in winning tally 8 runs on just 7 hits and made 3 errors. Phillies 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. There were 4 home runs in the game. Let's count up the extra base hits. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the Giants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Phillies. 13 extra base hits. Damn, you're right, Ben. All of the Giants' hits were for extra bases. 3 homers, a triple, and 3 doubles. Boy, we won't see that again, will we? Okay, Chief Spokane Gary, player of the game. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, everyone. Check for cork, says Biff. You could certainly make a case for Ollie Brown as the player of the game. Just 1 hit, but it was a big one, a 3-run double. Offense pretty spread out, but yeah, I'm going to give it to Ollie Downtown Brown. He'll be on the post-game show after these messages. Oh, my. Good time was had by all here on a Friday. Let's see what we got on tap. We're going to finish up June 5th on Sunday with Houston at Pittsburgh. Turk Farrell will take the mound for Houston. Bob Veal for Pittsburgh. Oh yeah, Frank already said that. That's right. I think he's already played his game. One game left to play in this 4-game series. Giants have taken 2 of the first 3. And man, it was all hands on deck today. What a game. Thanks, fellas, for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed it. Join me on Sunday, usual time, 1:30/4:30. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And I'll catch you all next time. In the meantime, have a great evening and a great holiday weekend, one and all. Take care and bye for now.